Thank you for tuning in into my channel where you find all about mixed media, art journal, collage, assemblage and anything else that sparks my interest. Hi, my name is Grob and I'm glad you are here.
Welcome back. I was talking about doing another altered book, but this time it's going to be a mini book. For those who haven't seen my flip through the art journals, I will put the link somewhere up here to this video. It was actually from a happy mail. I have received this booklet, and I was talking about that I have those old knitting magazines, and I was thinking I'm turning that into a photo album for my pretended relatives. So there are even some of those who have like men pictures in it, which I think is cool. So I can have uncles and nephews and grandkids and you name it. Not there yet. I first gonna, if I do altered books, I like first to do the outside. So I'm gonna turn that into something else. First of all, it's very glossy. It is a book that has signature, which really surprised me. So it means I can take off some pages, which I have to do when I go glue stuff in. There is no way that this spine will accommodate more than what's already in. So first things first, it's a very glossy surface. I'm gonna rough it up completely so that my paint sticks. Also on the sides and here inside. Also here I'm gonna cover it up with some papers. I know that already, but still, even the glue sticks better when it is a little bit roughed up. Next I'm gonna use a little bit of gesso, and I actually think I'm gonna use my fingers. And yes, I have used one of those cream barriers, so I'm protected. I want to cover up what was here, so I obviously need a paint that's opaque. So make sure that if you want to cover up something that you need use opaque paints rather than translucent. So I'm gonna paint the whole book, also on the edges. And I don't think you need to watch me how I paint this booklet from all sides. So I will be back when I have completely painted it and it is dry again. Now that it is completely dry, I decided I go over with a little bit of turquoise, which is a transparent paint. So I couldn't use it right at the beginning, but now that there is everything pretty much covered, I can tone that down if I can open up that. Okay, yeah, here we go. So I want it more a little bit turquoise. So I'm gonna go over with this color. And as you can see, I did also paint a little bit on the inside, and I'm not worried about having paint everywhere as we're gonna cover up the pages anyway. Okay, for the next step your paint really has to be dry, because we're gonna emboss some patterns. You know those old photo albums, they were very well decorated, ornated. I want to mimic that look a bit, and I had somewhere, here it is, printed out my pretended relatives, and that's gonna go obviously in front of the book. I don't want to glue it on the raised areas of the embossing I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna cut that in size and see where it has to go. Somewhere like here. And I make the same size piece of scrap paper. I'm gonna put that here while I'm inking up with the embossing ink, just to make sure that it stays where it should stay. I'm gonna use a little bit of this temporary adhesive. Any decorative stamp you have with rather small patterns would work. Don't need that stuff no longer, but I need my catch paper. And I do have, it's really old, it's a bronze ultra thick embossing enamel. You could use fine embossing powders instead. It's just, I think that bronze would look good to the turquoise. So here's my embossing ink. Now you have to let it cool a little bit before you can turn it around. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the back side, just without the label, because there was obviously no label on the back side. I'm not sure about that, but maybe I'm gonna try it. What happens when you put it down on this side, when it is warm, it can ooze out because it's the high thingy, it's the ultra thick. That should work. Okay, let's see, let's stamp again. Okay, let's see if I can do something with the spine. Would be fun. Now I think I'm gonna do it this way so I can align it a little bit. So my next step's gonna be, it's too new at the moment, the whole thingy. So I'm gonna play a little bit with tea dye. Maybe I'm gonna go on to vintage. I'm not vintage photo. I just want to tone down everything a little bit. Even this area here. And I'm thinking about tearing a little bit. Don't know whether you can see it if you watch both sides. That's much brighter than this one. I think I use a glue, not a glue stick. By the way, just to let you know, the idea of the pretended relatives I got from Barb Owen. Check her out. She has a live stream every Friday. I don't watch too many live streams. I just don't have the time. It don't take me the time. But I was watching once one of her episodes where she had those. It's a little bit crooked. Much better. Sorry. She had this episode where she had her pretended relatives, but she did paint funny faces. Really, you have to check her out. She's fun too. I like her style. Okay, now, as I said, I'm gonna glue in more stuff. That means I have to remove some pages or the spine gonna break. And there are basically two signatures in this booklet, so I'm gonna take them from the middle of the signature and try not to harm the thread if I can. Yeah, here we go. It was easier than what I thought. So when I have gessoed every page, I will be back. So I'm gonna use this purple to paint in the pages. So I'm gonna paint all the pages first with gesso and then with purple, and then I will be back. I have painted all the pages, but I also want to add some stamping. It is a vintagey thingy. It looks, I mean, it's an old book, you know. At least I pretend. So I'm gonna add, this is like a textured thingy, and I'm gonna stamp it right on both sides, not caring whether it is a perfect stamp or not. I just want something going on. Okay, I have stamped all my pages. I'm gonna leave that for the moment. I still don't know what kind of title I want to give the book, except from my pretended relatives, so we'll see. I also have die cut some frames. Let's go for it. I'm gonna use the glue stick for the magazine pages, but for the cardstock I'm gonna use the tacky glue just in case. Let's start with Aunt Alice and maybe then some kids, but I need a husband for her. Let's see what we have here. So I'm gonna cut some just like that. And I try to have it straight. Not easy for me. Here we go. Uncle Will and Aunt Alice. And I'm gonna actually use this as my writing surface. Okay. I think I'm gonna edge a little bit just to give it a little bit more definition. Now I'm going to use a jelly roll. This is by Sakura. Any other would go. Okay. And I think I'm going to use the Stabilo all around the frame so that it looks more like three-dimensional, and I'm gonna activate it with the water tank brush. So my first two pretended relatives. I'm probably gonna do like 2 double spreads per video. We'll see. Now, see you next time. Take care. Bye.